What is up, Ravens Flock? Huge shout out for your support for the 410 Sports Talk. James and Glenn are the best in the business. They're killing it right now. They love talking Raven talk. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Let's go Ravens. Big trust.
Welcome in everyone to another draft edition of 410 Sports Talk. I'm Glenn Martin here with my co-host James Haskell, and we're excited to announce and welcome in another fourth-round pick by your Baltimore Ravens. Jimbo, who is the newest member of the flock?
Yeah, Isaiah Likely, ladies and gentlemen, tight end out of Coastal Carolina. Isaiah Likely pick. What do you go? 9 is what the pick was, I believe, at the end of the day.
Yep, I believe you're right. Yep.
139. Really excited about this kid. But, yeah, Isaiah Likely, tight end out of Coastal Carolina. I have some thoughts on him, Glenn, but I want to get yours first because I think when we talked on the phone, you were pretty excited about this pick.
Yeah, I was, because this guy he's got some serious yak ability for a guy his size. I mean, he's 6'5", 245. And while he ran, I think, a 4.6, like a 4.68, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, he looks much faster when you watch him play. I mean, this guy has a ton of big scores, long touchdowns. And so for that reason, it gets me a little excited. I mean, I think if you look at kind of the pros and cons that I have here up on the list, this is just, of course, PFF's site here. He's a good route runner. I mean, to come out as a guy as young as he is, to be already, what's considered an advanced route runner, that's exciting. And yet he still has the speed to be a complete mismatch issue for majority of linebackers. And what I also liked about him is he's a guy, we talk about how Andrews is constantly, lined up outside or in the slot. He's not necessarily an inline tight end. Well, the same can be said for Likely here. He's a guy who was routinely outside and can run routes, with the best of them. So I'm excited. The question is, can he continue to add strength and improve his size in order to maybe at least become a serviceable blocker? But he's definitely got the receiving talent to develop in the NFL.
Yeah, one line here that I want to highlight, and it's going to speak to my point. I'm going to speak about Likely, a more general point here, is it says here he's almost indistinguishable from a wide receiver on tape with his frame. And that's interesting to me because everyone in Baltimore, not everyone, I'm not going to say that, but all these people are whining and complaining about getting rid of Hollywood Brown and about the Ravens not taking a wide receiver in the first 3 rounds. They're refusing to put weapons around Lamar Jackson. But it's funny how Mark Andrews is a footnote.
Yeah, all-pro tight end. Best tight end in the league.
Right. He's a footnote. No, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Andrews, if he just was a wide receiver, he'd be a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. His stats are ridiculous. And I think what Eric DeCosta has done is said, screw this. I'm not paying a wide receiver $25, $30 million a year. Why don't I invest in tight ends? Because at the end of the day, guys like this can split out wide anyway and do everything a wide receiver can do. I save money. We get the talent. The plays are made. End of story. I think it's just Eric DeCosta being a little smart here and finding a gap in valuation of these players. So I'm excited about this kid. I watched some tape on him, and yeah, the fluidity with which he runs routes, and then the when he has the football in his hands, the same thing. Like, not this overwhelming athlete, but certainly he has high level athleticism. Sorry, the metrics aren't overwhelming, is what I should say. But his athleticism is very natural. So I'm excited about doubling up on this, and it says more about that room. It'll be interesting to see if we go 4 deep in the tight end room along with Pat Ricard, because we have 2 draft picks in the 4th round plus, and Andrews under contract. So I expect us to go 4 deep. And look, I think we're going to be 2019 and then some this year. Absolutely. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, go a little slight in the receiver room and bolster that tight end group, because we certainly noticed it when there was injuries to the position, and of course the departure of Hayden Hurst was more harmful than I think the Ravens would have predicted. And the good thing about Isaiah Likely here is, yeah, he was a little slight when he played in college, but he's already added muscle and added weight to his frame, and so he's up to 245. He's got the frame that could easily get him up to the 255 range, and he'll still have enough, plenty of speed to be a mismatch problem against linebackers.
Same thing was said about Dennis Pitta. Now, Dennis Pitta was never the best blocker, but certainly he had the power to play the position, so I'm not worried about it.
Right. And I love this guy. Once the ball is in his hands, he will turn upfield and straight run away from dudes at his size, which is just it's impressive to see him. So excited to get the guy, excited to continue to build. You know, that 2019 team should be a real encouragement for all these Ravens fans that are maybe a little nervous about the current state of the wide receiver room, when our best receiver by far that year was a rookie, Marquise Brown, who had no training camp, and yet we had the best offense in football, and that's with our quarterback sitting out multiple fourth quarters, and some even was sitting in the third quarter of some of these blowout games. So if they had the best offense by far that year with the worst receiving core in all of football, and it's not even a debate, they were the worst group in football and they had the best offense, I think that should give people a lot of encouragement when you consider they still have Bateman, right? He's pretty damn good. They got Duvernay, who we're super excited about, and obviously James Prochet, Tylan Wallace. They got guys. And now they're going to have a monstrous tight end group. So I'm excited about what they're bringing to the team. I think this is another, excellent pick, another value pick. I watched PFF had him as the 80th overall player, and they got him at what, 120 or 139?
139.
I mean,
take it. Take
insane.
That and run with it.
So take that value and be very, very excited about it. Let us know what you guys think, though. Were you kind of hoping they went in a different direction? Was there maybe another tight end on the board that you were excited about? Let us know what you think about the pick in the comments below, and we'll talk soon.